Shalom. Last up in all praise and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushua Ba'Shem, Kakadash, double honors to the apostles, the elders, great millstone. Salutation to the hopeful lit, this pushing the truth for cause folk on observer, true serious charity. Right, it's the brother I'm on the bar from the Birmingham Camp, Alabama, GMS. Just want to get to the sin, just going to, it's a article a while back, but it's still relevant to what's going on right now with the economy and inflation, because this place, America, Trump really is gonna bring this place down for life financially, and overall morally, and racism will rise up more, but really just going to this article about inflation, how prices are going up because of Trump, doing that tax war, or going back and forth with that tariffs with other nations, and that's causing America products to rise more, and food and so forth, and it's gonna lead to a the very last uh collapse, economic collapse, economic collapse. So I'm just gonna get into it. This on and U.S. wage growth is being wiped out entirely by inflation. All right. So I'll go from there to that's the title. Reading the article. Rising prices have erased the U.S. workers' meager wage gains. The latest sign strong economic growth has not translated into greater prosperity for the middle and working class. So yeah, like I said, because Trump is going back and forth with his allies with this tariffs, taxing thing, tariffs tax against other countries, and that's leading to like higher prices on products in the U.S. and it's gonna make people more and more get more upset, as prices go up, and America is gonna, and a lot of people in America gonna feel the pain of rise of taxes on food and everything else. So I'm reading on. Cost of living was up 2.9% from July 2017 to July 2018. The Labor Department reported Friday an inflation rate that outstripped a 2.7% increase in wages over the same period. The average U.S. real wage, a federal measure of pay that takes inflation into account, fell to $10.76 an hour last month, 2 cents down from where it was a year ago. So you know the stagnation in pay defies U.S. growth, which has increased in the past year and topped at 4% in the second quarter of 2018, the highest rate since mid-2014. The lack of wage growth has befuddled economists, so I can say that wrong, and policymakers who hoped that after job openings hit record highs and the unemployment rate dipped it to the lowest level in decades, employers would give beefy raises to attract and retain workers. But so far, gains have been slight, and some recent increase have been eclipsed by rising prices because of what Trump doing. Like I say, Trump with that tariff tax, against other countries, put on other countries. So reading on, inflation hit a 6-year high this summer. I say a 6-year high. So back in 2018, not 2000, 2008, the stock market crash, housing market and all that crash. So what's going on? What's going to go forward is, like I said, it's going to be the great crash and happen come soon. And the scriptures are going to that, but I'm going to read the rest of this. Inflation hit a 6-year high this summer in part because of a jump in energy costs. The price of a gallon of gas increased 50 cents in the past year up to a national average of $2.87, according to AA. Some analysts expect the decline in energy prices to halt soon, which should bring overall inflation rate down, possibly lift real wages slightly. But shit, it ain't gonna go down. Trump keep doing what he doing, So reading this part, customers are also paying more for housing, healthcare, and automobile insurance. The federal government reported Friday that additional price increases could be coming as President Trump's new tariffs boost the prices of cheap imported products on which U.S. Customers rely, and many economists warn that growth might have peaked for this expansion. And reading on, the combination of rising prices and stagnant wages poses a problem for Trump, who campaigned on promised jobs and raises for working class Americans. He called the forgotten men and women of our country. Deliver prosperity for those workers has proven difficult for Trump, as it was for President Barack Obama and George W. Bush. But Trump finna make it worse though, you know. And he gonna bring he gonna bring the great collapse to come. So I'm gonna bring out this is Zephaniah 1 chapter 1, Zephaniah chapter 1 verse, start at 10. And it shall come to pass in the day, saith the Lord Yahweh Shah, that there shall be the noise of a cry from the fish gate, and a howling from the second, and a great crash from the hill. So, you had the first one that happened back in the Great Depression, I think 1929, 28, something like that. No, 1920 something. And then the second one happened in 2008 with the housing market crashing, the stock market crashing to heaven. Then now the one to come. It's a great one to come after that. After the second one that happened, now it's a great one to come because of Trump. What he doing now, he messing up the economy. He's not making it better. So it's gonna be a great crash to come soon, and it's gonna be the crash that America can't come back from. It's gonna bring all hell gonna break loose, out here in the streets of America, across the east cities in different states. So from now reading verse 11. How you inhabitants of Mektes, for all the merchant people are cut down, all that bear silver are cut off. So go to the stock market, people. And today, the stock market in New York, all the guys that they be in that stock market running back and forth, with the numbers and stuff, and trying to see what's going on with the markets. It's going the Lord Yahweh Shah cut all that off from these rich people, man. It's gonna be a great crashing to come soon, So ain't gonna be no more of that once that happens. It's gonna go from to the dollar to the chip being mandated. It's gonna come down to that, taking that chip. That's the last main thing that's gonna prophecy, I say, before Yahweh Shah returns. Is which people gonna be chipped. But on the men of the Lord, great millstone, not going. The spirit is on the men of the Lord, the elect men of Israel, the Israelites, so-called Negro, Latino, Native men. The Lord, Yahweh Shah gonna keep the men from the hour of temptation. Or keep the elect men from the hour of temptation, and they're not gonna take the chip. They're gonna be protecting those times to come. Jacob's trouble, when all hell breaks loose. And so, I just want to bring that out. So, that's, let's go to show that, hey, this economy ain't doing well. Inflation is going up, prices are going up because of what Trump doing with the tariffs, taxing against other countries. It won't be long for this place shut down, man. Maybe we got another year, maybe, I don't know. But it ain't far. This place ain't got too long. So with that, again, brothers that's holding on, me as well. So with that, again, like all praise to Yahweh Shem Kakadash. To the apostle elders, to the Sisak and brothers, to the few Aqua sisters do listen. Keep believing, keep the faith, and keep the faith in Yahweh Shah, and keep fighting. With that, say shalom.